You're all crazy. Crazy beautiful. Finger guns.
All right, welcome back to Power Rangers Shadow Omens, episode 6. Last time we left off, our lovely Rangers half died, and half of them overcame fate and unlocked some interesting powers, allies, or maybe even not so good people, but or not even people, spirits. But we'll see what comes of that. Um, they defeated the big baddie Gardor, the Munatar, and now we'll see what happens with a very hurt, half conscious Eric in the once the dust settles from this fight. So yeah, you guys just finished fighting, and you guys flash of light as you guys all power down back into your regular selves, and you notice as you power down, your charred, destroyed morphers kind of morph is not the right word, kind of like bend and reform into a new shape and doesn't even resemble your morphers anymore, and are now these slick gloves, black gloves with small little threading inlays and accents of your respective colors that you guys were just once before. What do you guys do?
Is our boy actually, like, is he able to walk?
Eric?
Yeah.
As you like, once you like actually make your attention towards him, he's like kind of like leaning up against a light post and like holding himself up barely from that, trying to walk towards you guys.
So he's pretty messed up, is what you're saying. Like he's having a hard time staying on his feet.
Yeah, and with the other hand that's not supporting himself, he's like holding his like midsection, his ribs.
Well, I think Thorsten moves over to help him out, regardless of whatever they're about to hear, considering.
Yeah.
I would have moved over to try to help check on him too. That was the one that helped try to get him up.
Mm-hmm. So you guys each give him like support on either side.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He takes it and just like, I that was new.
The getting knocked out part, or
Uh,
This is totally.
a little bit of both. It's been a while since I've had someone best me, but also seeing such strange powers. It's been about 25 years since the last time I seen something strange like that.
That tracks. What happened to your morpher?
I thought I would still have some juice in it, but it seems that more work has to be done. We could talk about it later. We need to get back to the mansion.
Yeah, I'd say you're barely looking like you can stand, let alone talk.
Yeah.
is
How
that
we
where
gonna
you
get
have
back?
medical supplies?
Well, what was your question, Benji?
I just said, is that where you have medical supplies?
Yeah, we have basically anything you need back at the mansion.
Good to
How
know.
how are we supposed to get back to the mansion?
Oh, don't worry about that. As he coughs a little more, and then you just hear in the background, and like as dust kicks up in the rubble, and you see pulling up in a nice big ol' black van, and he rolls down the window. Well, hello there. If you guys would get in the van, it's been seems like you guys have been through a lot. As the butler is behind the wheel once again.
Oh, pal.
He'll glance at Eric and be like, "Oh, you have some impressive help."
The timing on that was impeccable.
Well, kind of helps when you have him on speed dial.
Yeah, that definitely helps. All right, everybody, pile in.
I
What's
whispered the
speed
order.
dialed?
What is the
Yeah,
speed dial?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
What's speed dial?
I'm assuming that'd be some special kind of payroll. Be like, if you don't get here in 5 seconds, you're fired.
Right.
As he presses a button inside the car, and then just you see the window goes back up, and then pop pop pop, all the doors just swing open to let you guys in.
That's weird. And I get it.
That's weird.
That was awesome as heck.
So you guys all pile in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. You guys pile in, and he looks back at you guys, and he's like, you guys might want to put on seatbelts. As
He'll look at the others and do so.
Hi, dear. Oh.
and
Seatbelt.
he says that real
Fucking,
quick,
like, struggles to put it in his little quickie thing.
looks back forward, you just hear as he like shifts whatever, like he just like is messing with like the gear shift, and just like moving it around a bunch, and then everyone just jolts backwards in their seat as you take off.
Your bumpy ride.
You guys make it back to the mansion lickety split, almost like if you guys like did like some type of like hyper jump in space.
Oh, good.
He pulls into the garage and parks the van a few slots away from the Jeep that you guys used earlier, back into its spot, polished like if never used. And you guys are led back into the household as you guys enter a resting room where Persephone is there and pops up from her seat and is like, "What? Oh, honey, what happened?" As she runs over to like basically like push you guys out of the way and just takes Eric.
He blew up, and then just kind of like scratches his head.
He,
Blew up.
I wouldn't say blew up, but he got laid out pretty badly.
Keep telling him he's not how he used to be back in the day. He used to watch himself. Come here. As she drags him over to one of like the beds in the lounge room. If it wasn't for my morpher, I would have had him. She like rolls her eyes and looks over at you guys like, that's what he always says. So
Well,
What
he's got a spirit.
He's got
so
spunk.
what happened out there?
You want the short or the long?
Well, seeing how patching him up is gonna take a while, I think the long is necessary. As Eric pipes up, yeah, not being fully present for the whole fight, I kind of need some details as well.
Got it. Well, for the sake of brevity and not to rehash a lot of things that yes, a lot of us already know by now, he's just gonna explain everything about what they assume happened is that a bunch of yokai spirits were hidden in this urn that they have now, got freed when they shifted over from the, blast that strange yellow creature did to them, and now are possessing people, and that their new powers are from five spirits willing to put them back, is assuming what Thorsten can guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as you're explaining everything of the fight and what you're able to grasp from your own understanding of what happened, in the meantime, Persephone is ripped off Eric's shirt and they started like tending to his wounds and like applying different chemicals and just like patchwork and like stitches, and gave him an ice pack and just he got bandaged up. So now at the end here, Eric is sitting up on one of the beds with a ice pack wrapped around his bandage work on his ribs as he's like kind of just holding his neck, taking in the final of your words and just like, spirits? You're telling me yokai? They're real things?
Apparently, I mean, that's what's giving us the powers we were able to use, and apparently the only thing that can work against those monsters.
Hmm. Well, it lines up with the power readings we've been getting all over the city. Seems like whatever leaked out, these yokai, they're gonna be problems. And even though you guys were finally able to deal with this one, I think there's worse to come.
Considering everything, I get the feeling this isn't the end of it. I can expect more people to get possessed.
Considering how we got knocked around a lot, we need to be ready next time.
Persephone pipes up. She's like, so you guys are gonna be like Ghostbusters, but for yokai spirits.
What's a Ghostbuster?
What's a Ghostbuster?
I don't know what that is.
I'm assuming most pop culture died after 2002?
Probably like 0203 is when
Yeah.
all media died.
Oh, no, none of us would know that.
Or worse, the only one that
Depends how
came.
many jank things you could recover. Yeah.
You find like a little Slimer mug.
Once
She
you-
like reddens a little bit and just like, oh, what are you gonna say, Soren?
I was just gonna say, or worse, only the Melissa McCarthy one came out.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's that kind of future.
Or that, oh no, you guys truly are in an apocalyptic world. Yeah, no, she reddens a little bit on the cheek. She's like, oh my goodness, I apologize. I totally spaced for a moment. I forgot that you guys don't really would have known what that, well, basically, oh, never mind.
It's fine. We're gonna run into this a lot, we think.
Perhaps. Are you guys okay? Do you guys need to be attended to? As she like perks up and her emerald eyes shimmer and change to a sapphire.
He'll look at everybody else and like, to be honest, I haven't felt. This is the best I've felt in a long time.
Yeah, I feel great.
Oh,
enough.
Benji and Orchid, do you say the same thing or?
I'm peckish.
Benji pulls out more pudding cups.
Yeah.
I don't think Orchid would reply. He's more like he's been like inspecting like his glove and his
Yeah, I wanted to see if we could
gun
take
this
them
whole
off or
time.
what's going
I
on.
mean, he would sort of just be nodding in agreement with what has been said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then she would be like, "Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, I'll see if there's anything else I could do for Eric." As her eyes shimmer back to an emerald green. Yeah. So Eric and them kind of start doing their medical stuff, or she does her medical stuff on Eric. Yeah. So Benji, you try to take off the glove.
I just wanted to see if I could try, or if it seems like it's pretty on there.
Yeah, you take it off.
Okay, cool. Throw it back up.
And then what do you wanted to do with the glove, Orchid?
He was just like looking at it, because like his old morpher, like shifted into this thing.
Yeah.
So he's like really inspecting like the material and like if there seems like there's any remnants of what was there before, or if he can like tell, like, oh yeah, this is like a fox glove. I don't like he doesn't know what he's expecting to happen, but he's really like
Yeah, as you
curious.
inspect it and like touch it and kind of just like play with it a little bit on your hand, it very much feels and sounds like whenever you clench your fist and touch it, it feels like your typical leather sound. But at points whenever you're touching over it, you feel like a shear of metallic, like if there's a coating of sorts over the glove. So it's definitely durable like leather, but it feels very metallic.
Gotcha. That seems very weird.
And there's
Does it look like there's any sort of places for like could be any buttons? Like
so you have little if you hold out your arm, there's threading going down like each of the fingers from like your wrist area that for each of you is threaded with your respective colors, and then in the center of your backhand is this like sigil that seems to be you would have missed it if you weren't like intently looking. It's like very grayed out and just like not prominent whatsoever, like everything else on this glove, especially like your specific pink color.
So he'd probably like tap the symbol and like try to like rub it almost as if he's like trying to make sure it's not just like a smudge or something.
Tries to clean it.
Like that's actually there. Yeah.
Yeah, as you like try to wipe it, nothing happens. You kind of just like are messing with like the material. And when you tap it, nothing happens. But it's just this sigil symbol of sorts that you've never seen before, just kind of like almost grayed out, and just very monochrome versus just the rest of the vibrantness of your glove.
Gotcha.
While they're doing that, and if Thorsten can see that everyone's kind of distracted with each other, he's actually gonna walk out of the room to a more secluded area.
For sure. What are you trying to do?
Once he gets there, he's going to quietly speak to himself. Are you still there?
You hear nothing.
He'll give it a bit longer before just shrugging his shoulders and moving back into the room.
All right, Adam and Soren, what are you guys doing in this like quick little, I would say like 3 5 minute downtime of just like doing your own thing in the lounge room?
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead. You first.
oh, yeah. I guess Adam with his own way to decompress. I guess he'll take out his wallet, his makeshift wallet, and just cycle through the pictures of he had of his like his father and his just pictures and stuff like that that he's had for like the course of his life.
Yeah, they're definitely all there. That's the most important part.
But he's mainly just doing it just to remember his dad and like trying to remember like the face of his mom and stuff like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. So you would have pictures of of like with your dad or like of your dad and like your mom and stuff like that.
Yeah, like pictures of them when they were young and stuff like that. Like stuff they would like to do together and like just by themselves also. And
Yeah.
like I guess a recent picture of my dad just old and me together with him. So
Mm-hmm. As
like
you
the last picture basically.
For sure, yeah. Like the last time you actually had a picture together. As you're looking through like your makeshift wallet with all these pictures, you and reminiscing, you the as of course your adrenaline is has lowered from the fight and from the downtime, you start to uh feel a lot more um safe and less alienated with the things around you. Even though a lot of stuff is still not making sense to you, you feel a sense of uh, home and comfort, which helps you kind of just like come to like grips with everything that's going around. Because of course everyone is dealing with some sort of just like small little bit of still dealing with this is not where I'm from. This is completely different to me.
Alright. Yeah.
Soren, what about you?
Sort of coming to terms with just being displaced from the original time, that things are different here, that Ransik had not, uh, had not made the, the world into a horrible hellscape where he had lost his friends, and he sort of thinks of, in this world, given that it's still a while before, he wonders what Marcy may become, and since Ransik has turned good, at least for now, he thinks. He wonders. He wants to ensure that this future is going to continue towards a path of, well, no. I'll say peace. I know it sounds weak, but I'm saying peace because rather than not war.
No, makes
Not
sense.
war. Soren sort of loses himself in thought, remembering like the combat and stuff that he how he fought in the original universe O, or what do you want to call it, universe
Mm-hmm.
zero.
Yeah.
Um, and he sort of loses himself in that for a few minutes as he sort of stares at the setting sun, or the rising, whichever it is. Sorry, I don't want to throw off your mood.
Yeah, it definitely would be close to sundown. A full day has passed after
Like,
your fight and everything like that.
someone's like, look at that. Someone's like, look at that sunset. It's the sunrise. Like, don't fuck with me right now, man. Just enjoy the moment. This is the first time I've actually seen the sun.
I was gonna say this would be your first sunset,
Yeah,
a clear sky
yeah,
sunset.
yeah. Compared to the original world, yeah. So yes, I think that he's sort of lost in awe of this view, because he's never seen such a thing in his life. Like, it's always been overcast, cloudy.
Seattle.
Uh, yeah, Seattle. Yeah,
No.
just it's pretty much no, but overcast, cloudy, or blocked by whatever nuclear rays, or some kind of TV budget cloud effects, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying the next as you guys collect your thoughts and are doing your own thing for a little bit, Persephone finishes up on Eric, and Eric stands up very half-heartedly, clutching the ice pack that's over his ribs. All right. Well, it's getting dark, and we'll rendezvous in the morning, and I'll tell you guys what's next. Persephone will help lead you guys to your rooms. Do try to get some rest. I know everything is still a little crazy, even for us who's from this universe.
How much trouble are we looking at?
What did you say?
How much trouble are we looking at?
Well, let me get some rest and we'll find out together in the morning.
Thorsten just nods his head like it's fair enough. But you can see a small wry smirk on his face, like if there's any, he knows why, but they had their reasons.
So yeah, Persephone leads you guys to your rooms. As you guys leave the lounge area, you guys come to this hallway of 3 doors on one side and 2 doors on the other. And she's like, well, here you go. There's no assigned seating or arrangements here, but they're very much the same, just some of them are mirrored. So don't be too picky now. And here are your rooms.
Thank you. Dibs on the first one closest to the stairs.
Yeah, that would be the first of the 3 on the left.
Or could it take one of the 2?
Okay, the farthest or the closer one?
He wouldn't bother walking further. This is the first one.
Okay.
I'll take the second one, that other one that Orchid didn't take.
Okay.
Thorsten's taking the furthest one.
Okay, and then Soren will take the last middle of the 3 on the left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so as you guys all kind of like walk into your rooms, and we get like a split 5 camera of all of you guys opening your doors and walking in for a moment and closing the doors behind you. What's now being the first time that each of you are alone to, you know, in secluded and kind of just in your privacy. What is the first emotion or thought or like outward wording of like expression that like of everything that's going on with you guys?
Is there like a mirror in this room?
Yeah, when you walk in there definitely would be a mirror. There would be a night table, a nice big night table stand that has 6 drawers under it, and on top just space to put whatever knickknacks or other things you want, and then a big mirror in the middle back of like the top part of the dresser type of night table thing.
So probably Orchid would like take in the room for a second after closing the door. Like taking in the fact that it's quiet, which is still kind of weird. As he walks over to this huge dresser in front of the mirror, holding the sniper rifle at attention, he slowly places it down in front of the mirror. And as he looks up, he catches his own eye, seeing I'd imagine even though he's fully healed, a lot of his clothes, there's still like blood stain from when he was made one with the ground, I believe, during the last fight. absolutely pummeled. And then there's a moment of like slight derealization of like my life like a month ago compared to right now, crazy different, right? Um, almost too much to take in, especially for someone like Orchid who doesn't really question why things are the way they are. Um, something like that's been beaten out of him. But there's sort of this like encroaching sense of like what's going on, and almost like a lack of direction, which is both frightening and like freeing at the same time, which would be a lot for Orchid. Probably wouldn't be able to process all of that in the moment. He would just go back to what he's used to, which is then like checking all of his equipment, making sure his vest and everything's okay, cleaning the gun, counting ammo before he gets ready to go to bed.
Yeah. And as you kind of snap out of like yourself in the mirror, you notice from the reflection at one point, as you're like tidying up and just coming to terms with everything, you see something folded up nicely on the foot of the bed. And as in further inspection of it, it's your uniform, but not the one you're used to. Because yours is still in like your bag and all battered and torn. It's freshly clean and shiny, and it has an aroma of like flowers. It's like just completely different compared to what anything you're used to, besides like the clothes you're wearing, because you're still wearing these silky clothing that you still don't understand the feeling of. Like
Just wearing
soft.
all Gucci and then combat boots.
That's a nice look. And then when you look on the the right part of the chest, looking down at it, it shows kind of like etched in there. It says Orchid with your badge number.
Okay, that would be very freaky, right?
I mean, yeah, it could be freaky to you.
Well, because these aren't assigned rooms.
Well, yeah. So
And I walk in, and then these clothes are here with my name on it, and it's like, whoa. When did these get here? Did I notice them when I first walked into the room?
you did not.
And then now I like saw them in the mirror.
Yep.
I'm like, now they're here. You know, Orchid would like pick up this uniform, like hold it out in front of him, like letting it fully lay out. I'm assuming it was like folded. And then like probably as the camera pans away from him, he would be like, he like puts it down, like suspiciously looks around the room, and like looks back in the mirror as reflection one more time.
Yeah. And as we pan out, we'll go to whoever next.
I would like to go next.
Sure, give it to me.
All right. So as soon as like Adam closes the door, he kind of like just checks around the room, just like looking if anything's there, other particular, and he just kind of like kneels on the floor, like, and like I guess kind of like starts kind of like crying a little bit. It's like he takes out his wallet, like knowing is like he's here, he's somewhere that all he's known is just like war and like just just horrible like life he's lived basically growing up and everything. Now in a place like he feels safe now and like he doesn't need to always be on guard all the time. He's just like on the ground in the ball type of deal. But then like a memory kicks in, and like a song his dad used to like whistle, and it's like the Monty Python Look on the Bright Side of Life. If you guys have seen that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so like he begins to whistle that. He begins to whistle that in like first in his head, and now like he's like whistling it out in like in person. And so he gets up, cleans himself off, and looks into the mirror, like seeing like what he looks like at the moment.
Yeah, you take a look at yourself in the mirror and you see how you look clean, and I don't think you've ever really seen yourself like this in a very very long time. um you have slight um 5 o'clock shadow, but for the most part your face is clean shaven and your hair is cut a little bit shorter than it was grown out before. um you can see your skin clearly without smudge and splashes, and you it doesn't look like the person you're used to seeing back at you in the reflection. It's almost like you're uh, someone new.
As he's looking at himself, he's still like whistling that the song, and just I guess taking off his clothes and getting ready for bed.
As you're getting ready for bed, you hear some noise outside your room, and you see a shadow under the door as um something or someone is standing on the other side. um and then you see a shadow walking away. There's still a shadow right outside. You
Okay.
no, go ahead.
No, no, you go ahead. I'll say after you then.
As say, and then as the shadow moves away, leaving behind still a shadow, you hear just a slight tiny little knock on the door.
Adam begins to like he whispers always look on the bright side of life, like it was super low whisper, and like opens the door slowly. And
You
I guess that will go somewhere else.
mm-hmm. You open
Right.
the door and you see a nicely folded up uniform that has your name on it with your uh, badge number that you're all too familiar with.
I pick it up and I sing the song again, but like in the normal like voice, and I go back inside and close the door
Hmm?
with a big like grin on my face, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Now you kind of just finish that hall, or on the other hall from front to back, I guess, starting with Benji.
All right. And so everybody's had a chance to like shower, do this or that, right?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What?
What do you mean?
We're all alone in our rooms, right? But I just meant like it sounded like everybody had gotten cleaned up, and I was just curious.
These are all like your moments of right when you close the door behind you, and like your
Okay.
first
Gotcha.
final privacy, and just like how you unwind and just take everything in that just happened in the last 48 hours of your life, and just like everything different and new going on, and then also of course just getting ready for bed and stuff also.
Okay. He immediately. Man, I feel kind of weird because this is kind of the complete opposite of everyone, but he's always been high strung anyway, so it's fine. Um, he immediately starts looking for any place that he could possibly dislodge something to hide stuff.
um you can't seem to find anything.
Damn. All right. He's hiding his bandolier of grenades under the bed.
Okay.
Cause whatever. Anyway, once he gets a chance to settle down after that all, he basically is just gonna try to like put away things he feels like could be taken from him at any moment. Eventually wind down and probably get to go look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he'd be about to like kind of have some kind of thought form before he's hungry again and start wondering about that.
um yeah, as like you're like we're messing around with the room trying to like find places to like hide stuff and kind of just like bunker down and make this place like your like safe haven almost, and just like hiding everything everywhere and just like no one's gonna find this.
And also looking for electronics, any kind of cameras, all that stuff.
Cameras, oh my lord. Yeah, so as you doing all that and then you look at yourself in the mirror, you see kind of movement behind you for a moment as you snap out of your daze and the door closed, the door to your room. You just hear, I hope you have a good night.
Oh, good night. He awkwardly yells as he turns around real fast.
And you see a folded up uniform on the foot of your bed.
He'll go inspect that out. I guess he'll look over it a bit, or pick it up in his hands, kind of. Actually, you know what? He's gonna start caressing it because it's probably hella soft now.
It is pretty soft. You
Compared
take a
to
look.
what we got.
Yeah, you take a look at it, and it's basically it's the uniform you're well aware of, but of course more updated and more modern. And you see on the right side of the chest area, when looking at it, so technically with the you're right. It says Benji, and your all too familiar tag number under it etched into the uniform.
Sure. Oh wow. I think he would think about his mom in that moment and wonder about some things about what she'd think. But ultimately, it would also make him think about her because I think he'd be like, "This must be that stuff Mom talked about that was fabric softener used on these."
Fabric how?
Mom had a secret reserve of it, but she never let me use it.
Yeah, it smells sweet when you like hug and caress the material and you feel how soft it is. It gives off a sweet scent. It feels homey and comforting, but it also makes you a little hungry as you start wanting to get more of those pastries from earlier in the day.
That might entail a kitchen raid for him. We'll see. There's other things he. Okay, so there's like a thing I have to ask before I decided what he'd ultimately kind of do. But
Okay.
So are these rooms? They don't have anything equipped as far as like entertainment goes, right?
You guys have TVs.
Okay, cool.
When so to give the full layout to you guys, when you walk in, you have a door on your right that leads into a bathroom. And when you walk into the bathroom, it's a nice walk-in bathroom with a shower, a tub, and a toilet, and a nice mirror with a sink and a medicine cabinet. When you walk more into the room, it's spacious with a bed in the center, oak bed framing kind of matching the rest of like the design of the mansion and the interior, kind of like wood with like the glossy finish. On either side of your big old bed, you have two little night tables with lamps. And then on the left wall, you have the dresser that has the 6 cabinets and the big ol' mirror. And then facing away from the bed, so to your right after you walk into like the main area, after from like the small little hall when you walk into the room, is a TV hung on the wall.
So here's the important question: is it flat screen?
Yes, it's on the wall.
Okay. Benji then says out. It is out. Benji literally says out loud, "Why is that painting black?"
That's fun.
And he's gonna go and.
And then to the left of the hanging TV is a sliding door. And when you open it, it's a walk-in closet.
Okay.
Kind of give you guys the amenities of the rooms. So yeah, so then you just get ready for bed, I presume, after everything.
That and probably have accidentally turned on the TV really too loud at some point.
Messing with everything, just like, oh, what does this do?
Like, it's a box.
So next, Soren, what's going on with you as you enter your room for the first time, closing the door behind you?
When I enter the room, I think that I'm just looking around, examining this stuff, because really we didn't really have anything. I mean, in that time period, no human really had anything like this. It's the best we could find was maybe our little hideout under the overpass or whichever. We didn't have really lights, anything that wasn't scavenged, or and there's certainly not beds or anything like that. So it's a bit of a adjustment as I sit down on it and sort of feel the comfort and so forth. Um, and if I accidentally touch the remote or something and set it off, then I'm gonna be like, "Oh, what was that? What was that? Does the lights come on?" It's like it's a television. I thought they only had those for communicating between Ransik and his officers. So I certainly never seen anything like that before.
So as you're getting comfortable and just getting the lay of the land and just like starting to fit in to your room, messing with the TV and just like unpacking your trash bag of clothes, you hear a light knock at the door and a shadow pass by the under frame of the bed, leaving behind a shadow.
I like sort of roll up my sleeve. Some shadow moving in my room. I'm gonna say, all right, that's how it's gonna be. Something followed me this way.
Oh no!
Followed me in here. Get ready to shoulder drop whatever's in here.
So do you go and open the door, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and open the door and do it like really quick. Try to catch whatever is outside off guard.
Yeah, as you open the door and you kind of just like jump at it, or like with a fist, or like something, there's nothing there.
I sort of look down the hallway and look both ways. I'm like, what? All right, I'm getting jumpy here. All right. I sort of close the door again, but slowly.
Yeah, and as you look down both ways,
I close the door halfway and then jump out again. Aha! Oh, nothing there.
no, still nothing.
Yeah.
yeah, as like you look out both ways and like you're about to just retreat back into your room, you notice something at your feet as you kick it on accident.
Yeah, I looked down to see what it was. Is it a bomb?
Yeah, it goes kaboom.
Oh god, I knew it.
Benji put it there for you.
Best Benji.
No, it's a folded up uniform.
Oh, I look at it. I'll sort of pick it up, and take it into the room, closing the door behind, obviously.
They'll never find my grenades if they're in his uniform.
I didn't take them. It's clearly on Soren. Yeah, so you see on the chest etched in there it says Soren with your badge number.
Oh, that's nice. Never gotten a gift before. I mean, that anybody else would want, but I'll take it and sort of run my thumb against the name tag there.
Mm-hmm. And then is there anything else you would do specifically, or would you just like kind of get ready for bed?
I guess yeah. I would I just get ready for bed after that. Like it's been a hard day, being beaten up by some slime creatures and trying on the getting that fancy power suit, whatever that was. But anyway, yeah, I think that Soren would prepare to rest at that point and try to recuperate just a little bit.
For sure. As we pan out of the room, down the hall, the last room on our left, we reach the door of Thorsten as it closes shut. You're all alone. What do you do?
Thorsten steps into the room, takes the time to, at least from the door, look around the room, take it all in, then goes about to slowly explore it. He would have handed off the rifle at least, but he would have kept the sidearm just
Mhm.
for the sake of peace of mind. Because at this point he's just so used to it, wanting something on him. It's just a bit of daily thing up until now. He'll go through, discover the bathroom, explore that a bit, see that there's what his parents might have mentioned, their showers, and it's working. Before stepping out, he'll take the time to remove the shredded jacket of his old uniform, toss it on the back of a chair or on the bed. Then, after seeing all of that, he's just gonna start to, I don't know, remove clothes because he plans on taking a shower after all this time. Uh, sees the mirror. Is there just for a side thing, is there a scar left behind from when he was shot by that yellow being in his chest, or is that gone
Oh,
altogether?
you definitely have a scarring.
Okay, so he at least has that. He'll just take the time to look that over before, just taking a quick shower to get the grime off before walking back out to, you know, at least take care of everything else he needed to do. Take the time to clear the sidearm and anything else.
Mm-hmm. As you get out of the shower and you're just like prepping the rest of your room with your belongings and getting ready for bed, you hear a knock at the door.
Well, when he hears it, he'll pause before walking over to see who might it be.
Do you open it or do you like speak through the door?
He'll take a moment, mostly see if there's like a shadow behind on the other side still.
Yeah, you see like some type of shadow under the doorframe.
He'll slowly open the door to peek out and see if anyone's there.
Yeah, as you peek out, you see um the I would say, how tall are you again, Thorsten?
6'1", I think I said.
Yeah, so then looking out kind of like at eye level, you kind of will see the forehead and this blonde hair.
Okay. He wouldn't have, gotten dressed or anything because basically he's still in a towel.
Yeah, that's
Just because
yeah.
he wouldn't have expected anybody else to be there, and I'll
Ish.
just kind of like shift enough to poke his head out, with keeping the rest of him behind the door because he's not sure how inappropriate this might be.
Uh, yeah, and as you see the rest of this figure in front of you, it's Persephone, as she says, "Oh, I do apologize for disturbing you. I just wanted to give you this. I was told to deliver these to everybody."
Oh, yeah, it's no problem. He'll bring out his arm from around the door as best he can, making sure to have a hold on the towel on the other side.
As she gestures uh the object in her hand, which, taking a look at it, is a uniform.
Like a clean, brand new uniform.
Hmm?
He'll look at it before, assuming he's able to take it, and just nods his head and thanks. It's nice to see these again.
Yeah, no worries. I hope you guys get some rest now. I'm gonna be running some tests on you tomorrow just to make sure everything is in tip-top shape with you guys, but do make sure you rest easy. And let me know if there's anything I could help medically, that is. And her eyes shimmer from an emerald to a sapphire as she blinds you with a bright smile and turns on her heels and walks away.
He'll just nod his head, keeping all that in mind, since you suppose they're gonna want to run tests on them before closing the door and looking over the new uniform, and then looking over the jacket to his old tattered one before at least getting dressed enough in the pants of the new uniform before doing something that might seem odd, but given his background and how unstable everything was, he's gonna take the pillow and the comforter off the bed and find like a corner he can keep an eye on the door on, make sure the gun is loaded nearby, and kind of put himself up against the door in the corner to get as comfortable as he can and try to get as much rest as he can that way.
Okay. Um yeah, and then as of course as you before you get yourself ready for bed, when you bring over your uniform to the dresser and you look at your old one and look at the new one, and you notice the engraved, the etching into the uniform, your name with your badge number that your parents gave you.
We definitely would have kept that in mind, that clearly they wanted to at least give us something like that to, you know, remind us that we are still part of that, regardless of where we are. before, taking the time to get as much sleep as his mind and body will allow.
Yep. So yeah, so you guys all wind down, rest easy, you close your eyes, and you have dreams. Your brain starts to roam the land of sleep, and you think back to the battle with the hooded figure, the the monster, as it remember blasting Thorsten and blasting Adam to the ground, and you guys being on death's door, and just flashes of that face above you guys as it brings down and slashes you guys, and with a crackle of lightning in the background and a flash of light, you guys hear alarms all go off in your rooms. Really loud, annoying alarms coming from beside you on the night table.
Okay, like alarm clocks, not klaxons, like we might be used to.
Yeah, they're not alarms you're used to. They're annoying alarm. Well, I would say yeah, they're not your typical military like danger alarms. These are like annoying alarms like why am I waking up?
Well, to be frank, the second Thorsten hears that, he's immediately, gun in hand, snapped awake, pointing it, because like it's an unfamiliar sound.
Yep.
He's still in, adrenaline mode in an unfamiliar place. So once he sees nothing's going on and it's just the sounds coming from the nightstand of the bed he didn't sleep in, he'll just set the gun down, run a hand over his face, and just slowly get up.
I hope you can't find out how to turn it off. Destroy it.
It just shoots.
He'll no, he's not gonna do that, but he will walk over to see how to turn it off.
Yeah,
Because yeah,
you look at it and it's blinking, saying 8 o'clock a.m. It's just blinking and making a noise, but you see a button on top.
if it's an obvious button, he's gonna hit it.
Yeah, it's a red button. It's like it stands out from the rest.
Yep, he'll hit it, see if that'll do it.
You hit it and you hear as it just stops, and then the blinking of the lights stop and it turns 8:01.
He'll just sigh out in relief, like, ugh, all right,
How do the
I'm
rest of
awake
you
now.
how do the rest of you deal with your alarms?
Imagine like as he turns his off, here's like the sound of like glass breaking from one of the other rooms. Like Orchid like chucked it through the window.
Like you know the thing that your body does when you're asleep and you can like jump sometimes like your
Literally
brain's
what I was
still
gonna
awake.
say. We just jump.
Oh
Just
god, I hate that. Yes, I know exactly
Yes.
what you're talking about.
So yeah, Adam would do that and just like do that like in the comforter and just like open his eyes and just like smash the like just smash whatever's like next to him. Like hopefully is the noise.
Yeah, you smash it as you just hear dong on the night table, and the sound stops.
Adam goes back to bed.
Back to bed, no. What about Soren and Benji?
I do that craze kind of jump half turn, get stuck in the blanket, rip self out, and thrown onto the ground in a crash. And then basically just go ow and panic and get up.
I think that Soren is at this point a pretty light sleeper, so noise equals possible danger, and especially since this is a new place, I knew that Eric was was no good. What exactly is going on? He like sort of flips out of the bed, shifting into a battle pose.
Right,
Uh,
that's a
I'm
karate chop.
or whatever the Rangers like one arm cocked behind the other arm forward, and he goes yeah, and then he's
Just
going to sort of shift slowly forward towards the door and open it and sort of look down the hall. He wants to know what the hell was that noise.
Yeah, you had the same thoughts I was thinking.
Do you turn off the alarm?
Yeah, I think if that's the alarm calling, then I'd be like gotta keep a low profile here.
Yeah, so I could just imagine you wake up and you immediately just like, well, what are they called? Like when you do like the push up and then you go to a jumping and then you like stand up and jump and then back down to a push up. What are those called?
The burpee.
Burpee, yeah.
Yeah, burp. Yeah, I just imagine you do like a freaking burpee. You get up and just like immediately get up and you're about to fist fight the alarm clock.
That's what I was down to do.
Break it in half with a punch. After I
Um,
shit through the chest of the darn ooze monster last time. Yeah.
another ooze monster. I gotta stop it. This one is making noises. Yeah. So you smash your alarm clock, and Orchid, you said yours goes out the window.
That is what I said. Yes.
Oh Lord. Okay. So yeah,
Orchid would be like first out into the hallway with his sniper rifle.
Yeah, you guys all, I would say at this point, meet up kind of instinctively. You guys are all do the same thing as you guys all open the doors and look at each other in the hallway, all half awake with your ugly faces.
Somehow Thorsten more calmer of everybody.
Adam being like half asleep, he kind of like runs his eyes like time for Time Force or something.
Is
You
it time
okay,
for
buddy?
Time Force?
Yeah.
Alarm
Basically.
clock. It's like, hey guys, it's time for Time Force. Let's go.
I knew there was a reason they said that.
Yeah, they're just waking up.
You hear steps come up the. Hear steps? Yeah, you hear steps come up the stairs. To your guys' lefts and rights, depending on which hall you're on, and Persephone is standing at the end of the hall. Is like, oh, you guys are awake. Perfect. You guys could gather yourselves and meet us down in Eric's office. That'd be amazing.
Yep, he'll look at everybody else. We got 5. Let's go, guys.
Alright, let's go. I say.
He'll go back into the room and get, dressed in the rest of the new uniform, as well as his boots, and before heading out after gathering everything.
Yeah. Do you guys put on your new uniforms? That's important.
Orchid
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, sure.
Alan would do a mix of like the clothes Eric brought and like the mix of the uniform. Like he'll wear the jacket from the uniform with the badge, but like with the shirt of like whatever Eric brought.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, yeah. They have the silk Gucci shirt under.
Yeah,
the,
it'll be like a
jacket.
mix of it all, you know, like civilian shoes, like uniform
Oh, that is
pants.
a good point. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
We got a mix of both, basically.
I want my civi shoes and my shitty apocalypse undershirt, but everything else is the uniform.
Apocalypse. No. Yeah. So as you guys all leave the hallway and make your way to Eric's office.
Oh, question: did they give us the beret, like the Silver Guardian beret, or no?
I would throw that out the window.
No, you guys did not receive any berets.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Just the uniform with the etching of your name and number.
More likely, we would have gotten that hat anyway, not the beret.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, the cap. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so you guys walk into Eric's office. You see, as you guys walk in, Eric is clickety clacking at his desk, not missing a beat, almost seemingly like he didn't really rest. You guys would assume he went right back to work as he dismissed you guys to sleep. Persephone is standing in the corner next to him, and you see the butler pouring some steaming liquids into little cups in the center coffee table around the couch I sat in early yesterday. Good morning, guys. do take a seat and have some of my coffee and tea. Also some biscuits.
What's coffee?
Huh.
Oh, do we not know coffee?
I don't think.
We
I don't
gotta
know.
know coffee, right?
I would assume that rations like that were very rare,
Mm-mm.
so
I wasn't
it's
sure if
probably
our version of
safer.
coffee was just dirt. So,
Or if we did, it's really like just the
really shitty.
crappiest,
I just was like, maybe this
like
is just
the
mind blowing of
grittiest,
the experience.
yeah, the
Mhm.
grittiest shit you've ever come across.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's a nice, bitter yet sweet hot drink that gives you a boost of energy. It goes good with breads and sweets.
I'm
I've
down.
heard
Let's
of
go.
coffee, but I don't know if it's gonna be the same.
Oh, I make probably the best coffee, but I don't want to mean to toot my own horn. As he fixes his monocle and walks away, puts the jar that he was pouring the coffee from next to the little uh plate of the rest of the cups that are on the table, and he walks off to the side to one of the side like shelves that he has a big plate of biscuits and like other little sweets and stuff like that. He's like walks over to it and just like, to help yourselves.
So Orchid walking in here, he would have the sniper rifle that he stole from Eric still like slung around his shoulder. Um and he would walk over to sit before the coffee table, and he sort of like maneuvers the sniper to sit down. Um I doubt he's ever had coffee or tea before.
Hmm.
So he would think, oh, this is probably just like other liquids, like water or something.
He
And he
mentioned
would,
it's warm, but
yeah, he would try to like down it.
oh boy.
Oh no.
He's like, warm water. That sounds weird, but okay.
You normally want water cold, but you know, when times are tough, eh?
Okay. Oh god. Yeah, no, oh, you take that like oh, what are they called when you
How
what's
hot is hot? Like it was just freshly
Boiling.
brewed.
I would say freshly it has steam coming out of it. Like yeah, it's pretty
Oh no.
Time for a conditioning check. Fucking
you
man.
Yeah.
Sounds like conditioning right there.
Maybe
yeah,
that's a
you
real
you
one.
down it like a shooter. So it's almost like 3 shots worth of coffee. You down like a whole ass shooter cup, and you just give me a conditioning to see how you handle chugging and downing this cup of coffee. Yeah, surprisingly, you for the most part you swing back and you start and you like chug it, and then you get this burn in your throat and on your tongue as you finish it. You're not feeling well, but it's all down, but and you just have this very very uncomfortable warm feeling shooting from your stomach all the way to your mouth, progressively getting like getting worse as it goes up your your throat towards your tongue.
Orchid would go as he grits his teeth. Um, he would then like stand back up and go, yeah, that was really bad.
Oh, oh my. Don't
What do you mean? This is awesome.
don't do drink the coffee with a steady pace. It is freshly brewed, and you should probably add some creamer or sugar, unless you like it black.
Tasted like dirt.
Yeah, your black coffee does that. I could pour you another one. You want to try with some creamer and sugar?
No thanks, I've had enough.
Very well. As he turns back around, seeing Veggie, I'm assuming just like demolishing the not pantry, the freaking buffet little skillet there.
At least a couple on me while I'm working through the. Look, if everybody else is gonna pussy,
Yeah, so as you guys settle down, get some coffee, get some tea, get some little sugar cubes, get some creamer, get your biscuits and muffins and all that stuff, whatever it is you guys decide to get or don't get. You guys settle down, sit down, and Eric's like, as he rubs his eyes and blinks a little bit, as like if he was staring at this monitor all night. How did you guys sleep?
How did you sleep?
Peachy.
It's better than normal.
Good. I see you guys got my gift. As he looks at your guys' chests and looks at your names and your nice little uniforms. So you guys defied a direct order. I tell you to stay behind.
Hey, he was the one who stole from the armory. I point over.
It's all Orchid's fault.
No, I think rather than that, I'm going to sort of step forward and say, and it was a failure on my part to convince them to follow orders. However, we're not the kind of people who can come to a new time and immediately see a different authority figure than we've ever seen before and have them tell us what to do, and we can't immediately we couldn't immediately tell that it was the best course of action in that moment. I take full responsibility, and the others are not to blame.
We heard
Literally
there was
told us not to do
trouble.
it.
We heard there was trouble. We made a decision. Found out this was a problem we made, and we decided to solve it. I will accept any punishment, but
Yes, he will.
in my
Not me
honest
though.
opinion, at the time, and I hate to say this, you aren't the higher authority that we followed at the moment. And I felt like this is probably trouble that we brought. I made my decision. I live with the consequences.
I see.
Technically, you told us that we weren't. All of our ID numbers are expired or attached to dead people. So if you think about it, we technically were operating outside of any need of authority.
I don't think that's much better.
Not much better. Technicality.
Hmm. Well, under normal circumstances, I would definitely have you all punished and probably suspended. But seeing how this is not your typical case of defiance and not something within my universe, this one time you guys are off the hook. But moving forward, you guys will be personally under my supervision and under a special branch of the Silver Guardians. The first response team that made the distress call for the attack in the city yesterday. Let's say they're out of commission for a while. And you guys will be the new first response team.
Us? Someone asks.
Yes.
Internally, all right, breaking rules paid off.
As I've witnessed and I've heard, and of course you guys shown that you guys know what you're doing out there. And even though I don't know much about you guys definitely have experience. Experience that a lot of my men could learn from. And now with whatever powers or help you guys have from the urn, you guys are probably all we got without having the rest of the Silver Guardians wiped out or severely injured. I went ahead and reinstated your license numbers, and since they're all either retired or dead, I went ahead and gave them more of a proper reevaluation and gave them new numbers. So, call it a gift from me to you guys for good faith.
Thorsten will take the time to think it over before tapping the number on his chest. Whose was this originally?
The one that you bear?
Yeah.
I never met him, but he went by Redgrave. He was...
Give me a sec to see if... Can you look at what his backstory is? I forget my character's own father's name. I want to say it's Levi, but my internet's being a little fussy at the moment.
Like, I'm going to guess it's Bob.
Forget my own father's
yeah,
name.
Levi is the father.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Levi Redgrave.
yes. How did you know that?
Because where I come from, he's my father.
Well, isn't that some
You'll
coincidence?
you'll see a little odd smile on his face, like he's having a hard time processing the coincidence, but you know, there's some feelings there.
Mm-hmm. Well, even though he's not your father here, his accolades go far within the Silver Guardians. Even though I've never met him, his name has definitely reached my office. And hopefully you could live up to those shoes in with that number.
Well, let's see if I can't make them proud.
Now, you guys need to familiarize yourselves with the city and get used to the norm. Your norm is definitely different. So your
Don't say
first
that again.
so your first assignment is to go explore.
I'm
Sightsee.
just vibrating on the couch, excited.
Go sightseeing, shop around, see what the world has to offer.
Wait, shop what?
And try not to get yourselves into any trouble. As he stares daggers into each and every one of you. Now, to my weapons that you guys decided to use, I would appreciate if you return them.
Oh, Thorsten would immediately remove it from where he stowed it in the back of his pants, clear it, and move to walk over and set it on his desk.
He takes a look at the sidearm and looks at you and gives you a nod.
He'll then look at Orchid.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, when Eric said that Orchid didn't move at all, looking at Eric, he goes, "When we came here, we arrived with our original weapons. Where are they?"
They are not functional. They didn't make the jump as well as you guys.
They were slagged. Got it.
I'm gonna need some new ones, Orchid says as he stands up. Sort of unstrings it over him, places the sniper rifle on the desk. Do you know where I could get one?
You all will be provided with weaponry when issues arise. Till then, weapons are not necessary.
I'll
Orchid
admit
would
that
look dissatisfied.
I'll admit it's gonna take a little getting used to.
Do the rest of you give back sidearms, rifles, grenades?
I'll have to scamper out of the room and go get him.
Alrighty. Yeah, as all of you presumably give everything back, is there any of you not giving anything back?
I do have a question for when I give mine.
I mean, I left the grenade in my room.
It's still in the blaster, but I think that I'd return it now.
Yeah, I return everything I took.
Yeah. Do you also go get the grenade, Orchid?
I mean, now Orchid wouldn't have left the room.
Okay. So what about you, Benji? What did you say once you hand over your belt of grenades
Pistol.
and pistol?
Oh yeah. So this shopping thing, what does that like involve?
Oh. It's what's and Persephone's like, what he's trying to say is
Well, we we barter and shop and stuff, but what do you guys use?
Persephone pipes up. What he is trying to say is we have regular currency that you use to purchase items that are at a tagged at a specific price, and it's what got you your clothing that you guys were wearing yesterday. You could use that to buy accessories and other knickknacks and clothing alike.
Okay, how did...
As a side
Are we
thing,
looking around at stuff because you want us to explore, or is there a way to get this currency to go shopping?
as a question for continuity's sake, would the mutant regime would have had like their own commerce and everything? Like,
Seems
did they
so.
have their own currency in form of economy, while the humans were just kind of, stepped on and treated poorly? Like,
I'd
would
assume
we
there'd be a
have
lot of
a
bartering item
let's
wise.
say, would we have like a basic idea of what shopping is?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Not really. It's like what Benji was saying of like trading and bartering and like stealing and backstabbing people.
Well, I figured for the humans, but like, would we be aware if the mutants who were in charge and
No, you
ruling
wouldn't. You
everything?
wouldn't be aware of any of that.
Okay, just wanted to see in case that would help here, but no. Okay, so we're pretty much at a loss. Got it.
Yeah, it's basically trading without the negotiating part. It's you give the money that they set. That's basically the gist of that you got from Persephone. There is
Trying to
there
work-
is
Acquire
a
this
price.
currency.
There is a price, and you give them money.
How do we get this money?
I don't think Eric was gonna provide you with any money currently. I think he got a little too overzealous. But once you guys explore a little more, we will definitely let you guys, get some items of your own. Explore
Okay.
the worlds and wonders of our delicacies and other knickknacks.
I'm down. Okay, cool.
How much money?
We'll find out later. But thank you,
Fine,
Quantum
the
Mom and
money.
Quantum Dad.
Quantum Mom and Quantum Dad.
Even Thorsten just kind of looks at Benji on that one like, what?
Quantum power. Yeah, no, you guys sorry, Eric then goes, all right. Damn it. This is, I knew his name. I forgot his name. Don't want to mess this up.
Hmm?
Wait, give me 2 seconds.
Gonna spend a story point to steal Eric's wallet.
Oh no. Negatory. You spend a story point and you get denied. Nice try, bud. You wasted a story point, nerd. No.
Eric spends a villain point to get his wallet.
Yeah.
Cancel it out, baby. Yeah, so he's like, Sir Reggie will let you guys into the city.
Cool.
As he waves over at the butler. Oh, right away. You guys will meet me in the garage. We'll head out to the city.
Thorsten looks at the others and shrugs like, all right, after you then.
Each episode.
Yeah.
This has become a slice of Omens arc.
Nah, it's that one. It's those few episodes in Time Force where all the guys just like getting to know Silver Hills and all confused and shit.
At least somebody took Orchid's gun. I guess.
The only thing good to happen is someone took away Orchid's gun.
So yeah, so let's say you guys all meet up at the garage and he gets you guys into, you guys see the Jeep that you guys used yesterday, you guys see the van you guys drove back in, and then he piles you into this bigger longer kind of like truck looking thing. Like, alrighty, Might want to put on some seatbelts. As he presses a button, and you hear a vroom, and then he storms out as the garage door opens, and he bursts out into the light of the outside world.
Did he put us in a bus? You go on a field trip?
Yeah, exactly. He brings you out to the main city strip, and the door opens to the bus, and he's like, "Oh, this is your stop."
Do we, when we're done, do we come back here, or do you come pick us up?
Preferably, if you can meet me here, that'd be very swell. Less of a
How
headache.
much time do you want us to spend here?
Oh, yeah. Meet back at sundown. Also here, Eric forgot to give these to you, as he rummages into his vest pocket and pulls out these little buds, 5 buds, as he portrays them to you guys in the back seat. And he's like, put these in your ears. They're comms, to communicate between each other and to be able to contact me if anything happens.
He'll nod his head and take them and pass them out to each of us.
Alrighty, out you guys go.
Just like, okay.
Alright, get the hell out.
Yeah,
Get
I
out.
like it now.
he'll walk off after everyone else, putting the earwig into his ear.
Yeah, so as you guys leave and you guys all get handed a bud, you just see the bus drives off, dust kicking up dust in the back. You guys all put in the buds into your ears, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did we get dropped off at like a busy area? Like there's lots of people walking by?
Oh yeah, you guys got dropped off in the center of like downtown, so you, like right behind you is kind of like a open field with a center like structure of water flowing out.
So you're saying that we're kind of sticking out like sore thumbs with our Silver Guardians uniforms among all the civilians.
A
Just
little bit,
walking around, yeah.
but you
Okay.
guys don't have shades on or guns or anything. You guys just look
Clearly not like
business
fully
casual, business casual Silver Guardians.
We look like we just got
like
off
a
our
bunch
shifts.
of recruits. Yeah.
We're going to the bar.
But people that Soren has seen ever, which leaves him probably like this.
Yeah, you guys see people walking by you, and some of them are just like, "Look at those strange people. Silver Guardians, what are they doing here?"
This orchid would probably be extremely uncomfortable, so I wouldn't show it too often.
Would you still be wearing like a face mask, Orchid?
I mean, the one I had probably got blood all over it.
Yeah.
So unless that got like cleaned and he got a new one,
You would definitely would have
interim.
gotten. You could have gotten a new one from Persephone with ease. Yeah.
sure, then he would.
Okay. He's like, does that one have a condition? Why is he wearing a face mask? He's like, and then you hear, and then there's like other whispers, just like, "Oh, how strange, that kid with the dyed hair. He must not have a good living situation."
Damn, bro. Man, nobody dyes their hair in the future. Like, what's up?
Hey,
It's like somebody walks by with tattoos. They're just like, oh my god,
Oh
that
my
person must
God.
be in a gang.
Delinquents. I'm gonna get
What a
shot if I
delinquent.
look at him. Oh my
This guy
God.
in the whitest neighborhood in the entire country.
Yeah, so you just hear like murmurs of random stuff, just like jabs and just questions around you guys, and like as you guys kind of hone in more on this, it just becomes more suffocating for a moment on all of you. hearing all these whispers and murmurs in your ears.
Guys, I think we should just walk around, try and get out of here for a little bit.
As sorry, continue. What are you guys gonna say?
Are there street signs?
Yeah, there's street signs.
I'm assuming it's nothing useful. It'll be like 28th Street.
The closest one to you, you see the traffic lights, and you see a street sign going from where you're standing. It's gonna be going south and north. That says Silver Hills Road. And then you have the west east one that says Silver Square.
Gotcha. Okay, now tell me if Orca would know better than what I think he is about to do. We were told to sightsee and like go where people go, right?
Sure.
So what he would probably do in this moment would be to stop somebody and then ask them where they're going and then go wherever they go.
Okay.
No, I follow that. If not you, I could offer to do it because he'd definitely be like, "Yo, where's a cool place to go?"
Yeah, but Orca would not frame it in such a good way.
Then go for it. Be awkward.
I'm just asking, would Orchid know any better than that from his?
Oh, he definitely would
experience,
not. He would definitely do that. That sounds like something he. Yep, that sounds perfect.
Okay, cool.
But before you do that, I need everyone. It's 5 of you guys. Sure. All right, Adam.
Yes.
As you guys are kind of just like, all right, we should probably like start doing something, get away of whatever is going on here. You just hear, oh, watch out, bro! As you turn your head and you see an object just go and hits you on the side of the head.
Oh, mother!
Oh,
Oh, God, what was that?
Oh, bro, I'm sorry. My brother over there, he has an arm on him. Can you pass me back the ball?
I'll show you an arm, and I.
Who's beating up children in the street?
Oh, was it like a teenager, or was it like a little kid or something?
A young teenage, like a preteen.
Preteen. Oh, then yeah, just watch it next time, and I see like the disc and like, what's this?
It's a brown ovalish looking like thing. It's a football, but of course you don't know that.
All right. Oh, yeah. I grab it like super wrong and just gonna like try and like toss it.
I just imagine like instead of tossing it like you would from the point, you like toss it sideways.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
And he's like, you toss it, and he kind of just like has to like lunge forward to grab it from your awful toss. He's like, yeah, thanks, dude. Just watch it next time. I do apologize, but you gotta be a little more careful, especially here in town square.
why are you eating stuff in town? What? That was never mind. That was out of character.
Or yeah, either is there like a park nearby or something?
Yeah, where you guys got left off, you guys are in a grassy place, open fields with some trees and benches, and with a fountain in the center, and you have people like sitting down on like pieces of cloth, eating food together, laughing. There's other people listening to music. You see there's other sorts of balls and discs being thrown around, people playing catch.
Yeah, I actually before the kid runs off, I go, hey, kid, we're kind of new around here. Like, any you think there's any places we could go sightsee? We just came in a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, the The arcade down the road is the best if you like games.
All right, thanks, bro. I do like the little like, I do little like finger guns at him. Like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, yeah. It's like as he walks away, he's just like, what weirdos.
And like in Adam's like head, like, yeah, I did that right. I did that correct.
So yeah, so you get pointed west, being told there's an arcade that way.
When that's happening, is there like a more secluded area that Thorsten can see?
Give me a perception check or alertness.
I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna have to make that roll for me. My net's still, and short of me having to reset, I can't get to my sheet.
Uh,
I do apologize for this. It's just sometimes it likes to do that.
You're fine. You got a 19. You're welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah, you see, so straight ahead, you see these big buildings, and between one of the buildings is kind of like an alleyway, and it seems like it goes pretty deep, and no one's using it.
Cool. So when Adam's having that discussion with the kids, he's gonna he seems a little, how do I put this? A little high strung, more than anyone would probably be used to seeing him, because frankly he's not used to this many people, and it's leaving him a little on edge. So after a bit, he's just gonna beeline to that alleyway, whether or not anyone notices him, to give himself space.
I see.
Introverts be like.
Yeah, so I'm imagining like you're talking, Adam's talking or whatever, and then you just kind of like, would you say you bolt over there, or you kind of just like walk over there?
I wouldn't say he's outwardly bolting, but it's clear from his body language and strides he is making an effort to get there as soon as possible without trying to draw too much attention. It's clear he's agitated.
For sure. So as you head over there in more like secludedness, you're able to just like have yourself for a moment. Does anyone else follow Thorsten or like question him or anything as he like walks over?
I guess it just depends.
Orchid would be
noticed.
looking at the kid.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be paying attention to where Thorsten went.
Gotcha.
He'd be like, man, Adam's adapting to the city life so easily.
So yeah, so you guys hear about the arcade that way, and you guys kind of all turn around after the kid leaves, and you're missing a Thorsten.
Well, I was just wondering, did we notice if he left at all in any way?
Now you did.
Just... Okay. Where's Thorsten?
I use your special senses. Sniff him out.
I have a special sense. What?
No, which of us? Wait a minute, is Thorsten the kitsune? Damn it!
Yeah, Thorsten's the kitsune.
Damn it! So who tracks down the fox when the fox is gone?
Good question.
Fox has good senses, but we don't. Damn it!
I'll use my sniper eyes.
Your snipe, my specialize, my brand.
My brand.
My brand.
I will commune with the buffalo.
So yeah, so what do you guys do? You guys, Thorsten seem to have disappeared in the ruckus of just walking people, I guess.
You must have went to the arcade.
Remembering the wise words that were said to us at the van, I want to tap at the damn thing in my ear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's use the communicator.
You tap it, and you all get like a little bring in your ears.
Thorsten, are you dead?
Say nothing.
No, I'm still alive.
Are you invisible?
No, over between two buildings.
Are you in the arcade?
Is that what the
Do you
arcade
even know what
is?
Is
do
that
you
what
even
the
know what an
arcade
arcade
is?
is, Orchid?
The hell's an
No, he just
arcade?
heard arcade and he's like, "Is that what that is? It's in between two
Where we're
buildings."
going, we don't know what it is.
Oh, he said arcade.
No, it's a
Arcade.
cave. That's in an arc.
Sounds about right. It's in an arc, whatever an aid is.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. No, I needed space. I over by the buildings.
Do you want space or do you want to come explore?
I'll be over. Give me a moment.
Offer
And
you
he'll
drug to the others, and we can get.
he'll give himself a little bit to recompose. Like, okay, this this is something we're gonna have to deal with now. You know, more people than we're used to. Time to just, power through it, and he'll just make his way back over the group.
Yeah, as you guys rendezvous at your starting point, what do you guys do?
This kid that hit him with a ball, he mentioned and something called the arcade, and I point to where the kid pointed at.
This kid that hit you, is this the same kid who hit Mr. Mr. Gibson's car?
I hope it's
Or-
like a really misleading storefront area where there's like an arcade, a like massage salon, and a bunch of other like random stuff, and we have to try to puzzle out.
A karate dojo and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Which one of these is an arcade?
Is it the one that says arcade? Is it the one that says massage?
The one that says karate.
Same
Well, I
kid.
cannot read.
I mean, the karate place might be an arcade to us.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys head west, due west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, let's go.
You guys
That's way.
go, and as you guys are going, you guys pass the intersection with the traffic light, and
Oh no, that's gonna be fun.
as you, who would be leading the charge going towards the arcade?
I would say I would, because the kid showed me where, and so like
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, so you walk off the sidewalk onto the pavement. And you just hear "Ah!" as a random person pulls you back from your collar and says, "What's wrong with you? Like, it's red."
oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I didn't see that there.
You trying to
What
get
does that-
yourself killed?
No, I'm curious. What does that mean?
When you see the red hand, you don't walk. What do kids learn these days? This is this disgruntled older man with a scruff and a white beard is just like disgusted by you.
Oh,
Did this guy grab Adam?
Hmm?
This guy grab Adam?
Yeah, he
Save him
pulled
from the
him by
car.
his the back collar of his jacket and yanked him from the street as like there was honking cars about to hit him.
If he was holding on to Adam's collar, I would have ripped his hand off of Adam.
Okay, wait. I thought you said I was gonna rip his hand off.
yeah,
I mean, I would have yanked his hand off of Adam. I'm not letting him touch him.
Mm-mm.
And he's like, "What? What's wrong with you? Did none of you have any manners?"
no.
I think
okay.
We're just a bit turned around. And he's just like he has a thing about space.
We're not. We're kind of new.
We're not from
Sorry,
around
we're on
here.
edge.
Looks at
Oh, hi,
camera.
Thorsten.
Looks at camera one.
Everyone surrounds this old man. And like, hey, man.
Like in a circle, right?
Yeah, it just circles around him.
Oh no. He's like, well, if you see the red hand, you don't go. Simple. Gosh,
Well-
and learn your manners.
Okay, but why is the red hand counting down a number?
The red hand is gone. It's counting down. What's happening? Cars
That's how
CPU.
much longer you have to wait.
Oh.
So
Is
you could.
So how do we know when to go?
you'll see a green person walking.
I thought it would be white.
My friend is from Sweden. That's why. That's why he does not.
Gosh, as he continues to walk down the sidewalk, he's just like, whatever, kids, learn your manners and don't get yourself killed.
Do our best. After they go,
He makes it hard, I promise.
I kind of whispered to whoever's next to me, like, yeah, I died twice already.
I know you make it really hard on me.
As he walks away, you see the blinking stop hand. The number reaches 0, and you see a picture of a person, a green person, like a stick figure.
This is bullshit. Sorry.
And all the traffic stopped. You see the traffic stopped. And people around you just start walking through the intersection, crossing the road.
Oh, well, I guess it's time to go across.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Yeah, he'll walk and then he'll just kind of look at everybody like we probably should start watching and seeing how other people do things to blend in better.
Yeah, so I'll say you guys continue walking for a little bit, and then you come across this really bright, blinking shop between some buildings, and it says George's Game Guru.
It's like drawn to it like a bug to Zephyr. Again,
Yeah.
moving towards it. It's shiny. I've never seen anything that shiny.
There's so much LED.
like
A lot of LED. As you see kids and adults alike running in and out with
Guys,
laughter
it
and
smells
joy.
like home. It smells like BO inside.
Yeah, so do you guys go in?
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, this is the place we're figuring, then we might as well go inside and explore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in.
As you guys go in, and the lights are a little bit darker. It's very like I wouldn't say the word gloomy, but it's definitely just like everything just is down a notch. As you just hear noises of like different like boops and beeps, as like you see just these boxes and these like TVs of like little like games going on, and Joy-Cons and like a car seat and different things like that. And then you see in the center back, it's a glass shelving thing with a guy standing behind it.
Something just occurred to me that could both be amazingly awesome but also horrible depending how it goes. But you guys know what we need is laser tag.
Oh yeah.
Laser tag, or those like
Or paintball, I guess.
the gun cabinets, the ones like the was it
Like Time Crisis.
yeah, like
Oh
Time
yeah,
Crisis,
Time
or
Crisis. And all that, yeah.
or like the Aliens one,
Oh
Oh yeah,
those
like
ones.
House of the Dead and other ones.
Yes, like those ones. Just us at one of them, and just
At a
Shoot 'em up arcade game.
or whatever.
exactly.
But
Just
yeah.
like the.
I mean, do we see a shoot 'em up?
Not from what you can see right away. You see a car seat with a wheel, but you don't see any like a steering wheel, but you don't see any wheels. So it's like a car, but it's not a car. You see some Joy-Cons elsewhere and things like that, but you do not see any guns.
But there's other people using these machines and stuff.
Yep, people are playing and then getting mad and like slamming their hands on the things, like dang it. You're just hearing commotion and chatter, people playing together, playing against each other, trying to like playing solo, losing or winning and cheering. And then in the back there's a bigger fella standing behind a see-through glass shelf, counter shelf thing.
We
for a
also get to
moment.
observe how they're starting the game too, as far as picking up that we have to have whatever they want, whether game card, coins, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Imagine for like a few minutes we just observe how they're doing it. Be like, okay.
You see them
They did something.
swipe. You see them tapping this like plastic card-looking thing on this interface on these boxes and these like machines, and that's what's booting them up.
Okay. There's someone did that like near us.
Yep. You would
Um,
notice it all around, but yeah, I would say there's like
Okay.
one right next to you that you notice someone just going, pressing the thing, and just like and booting up. Like, welcome, Billy.
Or good would probably call out to that person, be like, hey, human,
Human.
where'd you get that thing?
He's like about to start playing, and he like looks over. He's like, excuse me.
That card, where'd you get it?
This card, and he like holds up like his gaming card.
Yeah, that one.
Where everybody else got theirs, as he like squints his eyes at you through his glasses.
Hey, we haven't been here before. Kind of new to it.
Oh well, you talk to the big guy. He'll hook you guys up.
Thank you.
Yeah, now if you excuse me, I'm about to break this record.
What kind of game is that?
As he like cracks his fingers and he's like, "Oh, it's Tetris."
Playing
my-
Tetris?
It's like a
Just
big
a bunch of blocks moving
it's
around. Like,
yeah, it's a big like it's like think of the flat screen TV you guys had in your room, but instead of horizontal, it's vertical and it's really long. So it's like a very like fancy like I almost said blockbuster, a very like Dave and Buster's esque type of video game arcade console. So it's like a very like fancy looking one, and it's just like this big board, big ass screen of like the blocks and stuff like that.
Why would you want to break the record?
What? So you could be number one, and your name's
Oh,
on the
okay.
board.
Is that all you get out of playing them here?
You also get coins. You get currency.
currency, you say?
Yeah, you can use it to trade for items at shop.
Oh, okay.
So this is how you get currency.
We actively try to get currency
break
here to
high
go buy
score.
stuff.
It's like screw
They're
Eric.
bringing like Dave and Buster's coins to like Walmart.
Screw Eric. You go and swipe your Dave and Buster's card at Walmart. Decline.
Eric, we got a job today. We play at the arcade.
Excuse me, my game card is not working to shop at Walmart. Anyways, so yeah,
I have currency.
he
Why
like
won't we
cracks
take it?
he cracks his neck and cracks his fingers like, now you excuse me. Had to break this bad boy.
I like to think we're all. I think we're gonna go get a card, right? Most likely.
Orchid's walking towards the big guy.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like as we're walking by, like I would imagine we're like a single file to like get through the lines and everything. As we're walking by, Adam would like press one of the buttons so the block could go to the left instead of like wherever he's trying to go to. So like, it'll mess up the line.
Oh no. Yeah, he's like having a perfect game starting off. He's like, perfect. This is exactly how I needed it to work out for me. And he's like strategically watching as everything's falling, and then when he puts it in his spot, he presses a button and just and falls into place. And you come over and you just like hit a button or whatever, and he's like, why would you do that? What?
Adam just walks away with the crowd of people,
my
not even acknowledging the
Raids
kid or
into
anything.
anonymity.
Yeah.
God, now I gotta restart. God. That's so not
kid
cool,
doing
dude. That's
you.
BM.
BM.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys walk away from the raging teenager.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're walking to the front desk area.
Yeah, you approach what the little guy called the big guy, and he's like, how can I help you guys? You guys don't look like regulars.
We're new here.
Welcome. Ah, you're here to try your luck at my games?
Trying to
Gonna
get
handle
one of
my
those
strongest
cards.
game.
I need your strongest game.
You can't
That
handle
kid-
my
Handle my
strongest
strongest
games.
That kid that's really into putting squares together told us we could come here and get hooked up.
Yes. Since you guys are new, here you go. As he reaches behind him and pulls out this stack of cards, and he lays them out and just like spreads them as he has 5 cards on the glass counter. And he's like, well, don't be shy, take one each.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks. I'll take it.
Thank
Let's
you.
go try stuff out.
Yeah, now let's go ahead and tap it against the monitor, and the first time you're gonna have to make a login.
Oh,
Pass
oh,
what?
has to have one special character and uppercase and a lowercase.
You gotta
a what?
Does
One
Benji get
special
top
character.
Okay.
Make sure you have a upper and lower case and at least 3 numbers.
You gotta make
And
an
8
account. Each card is unique to the person, and you gotta make yourself a username. It's what keeps the scores in here. And then if you
Okay.
get a good score,
so
your
many
username
words.
goes on the board.
Okay, assume we are inept with technology.
He means like a handle, guys. Like if we if
Like a
Orchid
call
was like
name?
it could be just
Like for
Orchid.
MySpace?
Sure, yeah.
How do you think MySpace existed for us?
I don't even know.
Anyways, like, yeah, you gotta make a screen name, a username.
Like a call sign?
Yeah,
Like a code name or call sign. Yeah.
code. Yeah, you guys are not from around here, huh?
Put him to.
That obvious?
As the big guy
We've
looks
been-
at
we were
camera too.
homeschooled.
Homeschooled. I see. Well, enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy my games.
Thank you. I'm sure we will. Let's
Yeah, and
go.
if you need anything, I'll be here.
Well, make sure to come over and ask any questions if we have them.
Alrighty. And yeah, you guys are free to do whatever in this arcade now.
I think Thorsten's just gonna take the time to slowly walk through it, see if there's anything of interest.
Yeah, so I would say you walk by a lane of games. You see one that has 2 Joy-Cons. And it says player 1, player 2. You see and on it you see kind of like a grid of like maze with like dots in the maze. You see these like weird things running around in the maze.
Oh, man pack or
I was about to say, is this Pac-Man?
In the second one, you see kind of like what the guy was playing and his really big setup of like the weird colorful blocks, but this one is a smaller condensed version, and it's a small grid of little red cubes, and you see them just going left to right, and then like after one level it goes to the next level and the next level and next level, and you see some of them falling.
oh, blip block.
And all it has is a button. Then you see
Is this Space Invaders?
that one's not Space Invaders. And then the third one, you see a bunch of stuffed toys. You see like stuffed animals and stuff like that, and you see this like shiny looking like claw thing above, and you see a Joy-Con with a button.
So the claw machine.
Mhm.
Okay. I think out of all of them, it's the claw machine that catches his attention first.
Yeah.
Just because like he wouldn't get the objective at anything else, but like, this is like tangible something that you can get.
Yeah. So do you walk over and you see the little the little pad next to the Joy-Con and button to like tap the thing against? Do you do it?
Yep.
Yeah. As you do it, you hear "Welcome." Oh, a new challenger. What is your name?
Well, shit.
This can only put 3 letters.
Thorsten's just trying.
It's speaking to you, and there's no like input or anything. It like basically wants you to respond, or you could assume it wants you to just like respond out loud.
Oh, the super smart AI.
Thorsten's just gonna say his like Thorsten.
Well, welcome, Thorsten. As the game lights up and you start hearing like festive music, and you see next to above the Joy-Con and the button, you see a little timer ticking down from 30.
Assuming this is clearly a timer, he's just gonna take the Joy-Con and the joystick and just do his best to, control the claw and see if he can't get anything. Obviously, not fully aware of what he's doing, but like, screw it.
Tell me high or low.
I'm gonna go low.
All right. Yeah. So the timer reaches 0. Or would Thorsten use the button? Or would you say Thorsten would just let the timer run out?
I think this time he'll let the timer run out because he's not sure what the button does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would say like you're like kind of like playing around, like moving around the claw, and the timer runs out as it goes, and then the claw just stops in place and starts going down, and it grabs something barely as it picks it up, and it looks like it's gonna fall out of the claw's hands, but it's like it stays snuff a little bit. It goes up, and it drives over back to the corner and drops it into the hole.
He's gonna go see what it dropped.
And there's a little cabinet, like flippy thing under where the hole was dropped, so you clearly like put your hand in there and grab whatever's inside.
Yeah, he'll reach in and grab whatever it was to pull it out to see what it was.
You see a little stuffed squishy. It's like a little ball, and it's like has like a little happy face and like little fins. It's the color blue.
So a blue squishy fish thing.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just shrug his shoulders, like, all right, and walk over to the other guys, like, hey, check this out. Just hold it up to everybody.
That's gonna be a monster later.
And as you pick it up and you're like, huh, and you're walking away, you hear from behind you, you hear the automated woman go, "Congratulations, Thorsten. You have won 10 credits."
Huh. That was easy. All right.
Yeah, so whoever wants to take a gander down one of the halls or one of the games.
I like to go next.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since it's kind of like the future, is there like a is there like a section for like VR stuff or something like that?
Oh no. Tell me high or low.
I'm gonna go with high.
If there is, you can't find it.
Oh, okay. That sucks. All right. Then I guess I'm gonna look for like those shooter cabinets or something like with a gun, I guess.
Yes, as you're kind of searching, you see joysticks, you see different stuff. You're like, interesting, and nothing's really catching your eye until you find this one thing. It's this like bigger, bulky machine that has like covers, like a weird like black covering on on 3 sides of it, and it catches your eye. And as like you like open like the the blind, you see inside, it's a little thing that fits two people. You see two plastic rifles holstered. And you
Okay,
you see in big letters, aliens.
Okay. Then I go to one of the cabinets, and look for the interface that they were talking about, like the little card reader thing.
Yeah, in this little cubicle of this machine, right in the center between the two guns, there's the little pad. So you tap it and you hear, "Welcome, new challenger. What is your name?"
I'm taking the back by this. I'm gonna go with Adam.
"Welcome, Adam. One or two players?"
Uh, one.
"Affirmative. Pick up the blaster to begin."
I pick up the blaster.
And then you see a countdown as it starts you, and it's like you're being automatedly like ran through this corridor, and then like this monster pops out, and it stops for a second. It's like, aim, and it's like it's like giving you a tutorial, like aim here to shoot, and when your blinker is over it, you press the button.
Okay, then yeah, I just follow the tutorial.
Mm-hmm. And then like, and so then it brings you through like this whole thing, and it's like a story, and you're like running through like this like these corridors and stuff, and then like you find out you're in a ship, and you're fighting all these like monsters and stuff like that. Give me high or low.
I'm gonna go with low.
And you seeing all these people getting dragged away and killed by these like big monsters. Yeah, so you are shooting everything, you're getting hurt, you're on your last life, and then you kill the last like big monster, and then it says, "Congratulations, Adam, you win." And
Oh.
you get a let's see here. Okay. And you get it like rings like a random string of like big numbers. And it's like, and it says score. And then it shows this list of names of 1 through 10, and it places you at number 5.
Let's go. Yeah.
And it says your name right there, Adam 5th. And then it says, "Congratulations, Adam. You have acquired 100 credits."
Yeah, I like understanding what currency is now. Like Alan just like way like kind of puts his fist in the air like, yes, I'm rich.
I'm rich, 100 credits. Whoa.
I kind of do like that soccer thing, like they're under like sliding on their knees. Like I run outside, like yeah,
And then you slide forever and ever and ever.
yeah, basically.
All right, who wants to go next?
I guess Soren will try. He says, I want to see how this thing works.
Yeah, as like you're walking by, you see a machine that's see-through with a bunch of toys with a claw over it with a Joy-Con and a button. You see this machine that has like a little TV screen, and it's connected to like a seat with a steering wheel and pedals. So it looks like a car, but it's not a car because there's no wheels. It's like very weird. You see this other screen. It's a big flat screen TV that has 2 Joy-Cons, and it shows 2 people punching each other from the side.
I guess I'll go to the last one. The 2 people punching each other one. That seems to be something
Yeah, and it shows player 1, player 2. And when you walk up to it, another kid comes up and is like, "Oh, you want to try your luck at this one? I want to let you know, I'm a level 10."
Soren, I say. He doesn't give any kind of level. He's just like a Soren. Nice to meet you, level 10.
"Nice to meet you," as he puts out his hand to shake your hand.
take his hand, but I sort of take a second before I do it because I'm not used to greeting other people like normally. But I will take it.
He takes it and he like crunches your hand.
No.
Fortitude. No.
He's like, all right, as he cracks his knuckles and he taps his card in. And he's like, welcome, boss.
What an asshole.
And then do you click your card on the scanner?
Card did the scanner.
Yeah, and it says welcome, new challenger. And he goes, you're a newbie? Ha ha ha. This is gonna be fun. As it says, please state your name.
So as a Soren.
Welcome, Soren, level 1. And he's like, choose your champion. As it gives you, and then there's like this screen of like little boxes with like faces in them.
I'll just
See
pick
God's work and camp him in the corner with a low kick repeatedly.
like wait, just spam it.
Yeah, so he's like, huh, and it just immediately just like without like even like the moment it brings up the screen, he just goes boop boop boop, and like quickly maneuvers over to like his main sweaty character.
Sure. I think that Soren would go through the list, but pick the one that looked the coolest. That's usually my preference when I choose a fighter in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so you choose. He's like, oh, you chose the worst one. You really are a noob.
Damn.
He has the worst stats in the game. This is gonna be fun. Give me low or high, Soren.
I'll go low.
All right, you start the game and immediately. So you have the Joy-Con and 2 buttons, and one says kick and punch. And so then you immediately start, and you start pressing buttons, try to do something, and he immediately just like boop 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 gets you like in a combo and just like relentless, and you just have no way of getting out of it. And just he's like backing you up into the corner. Give me low or high again.
Oh, he's one of those.
Let's see how. This time it's gonna be high.
Alrighty, you start pressing buttons. You're like, what do I do here? And then you finally get a hit off of him, and you stagger him, and then you start getting punches in on him. How would you do this? Like, do you start going for like kicks and punches, or like kind of in between, like button smashing, or like how would you do this comeback?
I think that I'd sort of do it. I tried to do it strategically. I tried to mix it up, thinking about how in an actual combat I would do such a thing. So I tried to first start with a low kick, then something towards the body, then finally towards the face.
Alrighty, give me high or low.
Shoot. I'm gonna say oh my god. High this time. Let's see.
You're cheating. You're spamming on me, as he was just spamming on you. Wait, what did you say? You said high or low? Sorry.
High this time.
Everyone else. Right? You said high. Okay. He then gets an opening and does a low slide kick on you. He's like, noob, as he then goes low slide, low slide, low slide, low slide, and gets you in the corner into this endless loop. And then you start getting low. Give me high or low one more time.
I'll say low this time. Why not?
Alrighty. You learn how to jump, and you jump around him.
Jump out of the corner. Jump out of the corner.
Jump out of the corner. That's your only play. As then you start laying in your combos again. And then you see this button flashing in the bottom left saying, finish him.
I'll press the finish him button.
So you press the combo to input the finish him, and he's like, I wasn't prepared for that. That's not fair. Roll me high or low one more time.
I'll go high. Why not?
Alrighty. As you start like laying in on him, like and like a bunch of like open palm strikes on his chest, you then do like this like charged up strike as it bursts through his chest, and his heart is in your hand. And he's like dun 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 as you rip it out, and he's like, "You win." And he's like, "Ah, that's not. You cheated. I." Ugh. As he just like slams his hands on the console and storms off, huffing and puffing.
I sort of stand there, and I'm like, this is the first time that I've won at something in my life.
Oh no.
I spent like ages fighting against the mutants, and I never. Even our little victories were fleeting at the end when I lost Marcy and the rest of my team. So I sort of put my hand against the machine, and I'm like it's like almost faint is the way that I lean against it as I sort of have my head hanging down. I sort of put my hand over my eyes. I say, "I did it! I finally won!"
Yeah, and
Yeah, yeah, and then I sort of stumble away, and finally with a bit of pride to myself.
and as you say that and you start walking away, you hear behind you, congratulations, Soren. You have gained 50 credit.
I don't care how little it was or how much it was, as long as I won.
You see in the background, Adam like is still like soccer sliding across the floor and stuff. Like, yeah, I won. I'm rich. Like he's still sliding. He's still like from the initial slide. He's still like with that momentum basically.
Orchid and Benji, who wants to take it next?
Sorry, there was a cleaning thing that came up. But anyway, I was gonna say that I also yell, "Yeah, you got his ass."
Benji was like enamored watching this fight.
Oh, I was thinking about like I was almost gonna want to try to like interject and just start saying like, "Yo, Soren, the instructions are right under you on the placard." But so, congrats.
Um, for Orchid, I would imagine he would be like just observing what other people are doing for a while. And then as he sees they're playing their own things, he would go off to see more like popular games that other people are playing. Probably come across people playing like Dance Dance Revolution or something.
I was just about to
Everyone-
say,
heck yeah.
you see a crowd around this bright white system that has splattered like paint and like designs on it of like a baby blue and like a like light pink color on it, and it says Dance Dance Revolution 5. And you just see like crowds around and go, yeah, whoa! And you see these two people going crazy on top of it, like hopping up and down, sweating.
Yeah, I was about to say there's some dude over there slipped through.
Can I piece together like that they're doing it in regards to what's on the screen, or does it just look random?
No, you can. Yeah, you could tell that they're playing a game, and it's like why they're hopping is related to the screen. As you can see like the below them lights flashing wherever they step, and like you see like numbers and like things pop up on the screen as they do that.
I mean, this seems to be a very popular thing. This is the mission right now. Or could probably make his way to the front of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Though like he's pretty uncomfortable being surrounded by people. It'd probably take him like a while to get to the front, like probably over the course of their doing their whole dance thing.
Yeah.
He's like looking at people, making sure he's not getting too close to anybody. But getting up to the front so he could attempt to go next.
Yeah, as you get to the front, they finish, and they have like sweat rags, and as they're like petting them, it's like, oh, dang, I thought I almost had you there. He's like, you know, you can't beat me. Like, maybe next time. He's like, maybe. As they fist bump, and the one that lost walks away, and the winner's like, woohoo! You're so cute, Chris. You hear someone in the background is like, yeah, Chris, you're the man. No one could beat you, Chris.
Orchid would like take a step forward and like raise his hand and be like, "Excuse me, Chris."
He like is
That
like
is your
taking
name.
a squeeze of his like sports bottle, like they like it's like a water bottle, like Gatorade bottle, like you like squeeze it to like pop out like the liquid. And he like takes a sip, looking at you while he's like drinking, like,
May I go next?
He takes a sip and wipes his mouth. He's like, and who are you, man?
My name is Orchid.
Orchid, that's a cool name, bro. Put him up. As he puts a fist out to you.
Oh no. Has Orchid ever seen this before?
Well, I would.
I thought we fist bumped at one
I was gonna
point,
say
right?
I would.
feel like we have, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but I would also say you would have caught like the tail end of them finishing the fist bump of like the loser walking away from Chris.
I'd like to interject that even if I have to spend it, I think I at least would have taught you the fist bump. We like were growing up together a while.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's Benji's thing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I see. This guy's one of those.
He's a Benji.
He's a Benji.
Oh my god.
This is alternate universe Benji right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, his hair's actually dyed.
But it's dyed like pink
Yeah.
to match like the.
People
the
are gonna
pink
bring up
and
dying
blue.
to Benji and he's gonna be like, what? What is that?
What is dye?
So you return the fist bump.
Yeah, I do the fist bump back as I step up onto the platform.
It's like, you're either really good or just really, I don't know. Well, we'll see what you got. But just so you
Let's
know,
see.
no one's beaten me in this before. But I am a little tired, but I'm not saying anything. As he taps his card, he's like, welcome, Chris. Rank 1.
Rank 1. Okay, I'll tap my card on the thing.
Welcome.
Dance him hard in the face, bro.
Welcome, new challenger. Input your name. And he goes, wait, you're new? As he spits out some of his like water.
I would like to think that my name is then input as wait you're new.
I mean, if you really want that to be.
I mean, I would imagine that's what would happen.
Up to you. I mean, I would say that it would not have been picked up, but if you want that to be.
I could tell. Oh, he goes like, "Wait, you're new," and I'll go like, "Oh yeah, I'm new," and that's what it'll pick up.
He's like,
I'm the new.
oh yeah, I'm new. Welcome. As
I think Orchid would probably take off his mask for this one. It seems pretty exhausting. Be able to breathe this clean air.
Takes off the mask. You halfway through, you just start dying from like the clean air. You needing oxygen, but you wanting the dirty oxygen.
It's like I have too much oxygen in my blood right now.
Too
I have
much.
too much energy.
No, I think at this point it's more like we're getting a high from how much oxygen we're getting compared to what we're used to.
We're just mellowed out.
Like a hookah.
Yes. Give me. He's like. Well then, go ahead. You can pick the song.
Is there like any sort of way of interacting with this machine that seems obvious?
No. Unless you know what touchscreen is.
I mean, are there like a list of songs?
Yeah. It's like a list that like is that shows the arrows like showing that there's like more down and more.
but I can see some that are there.
Yeah. You see a long list.
Orchid would pick he would just look at of the ones that are on the screen, picking out like the most hardcore sounding name of one of the songs there, and he would just say it out loud like that one.
It's let me give you 1 second here.
It's like death be upon thee 2027.
Are you looking up DDR songs now?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm looking up something very specific. Sorry. Okay, yeah. You find you click on. You're like, that sounds cool. It's "Death of a Bachelor" remix.
Alright. Very funny.
And he's like, huh, I haven't played this one in a while. As he like does like a back stretch, stretching over like the back bar thing that's on the back of like the grid, stretching out his back and then putting his hands behind him as he grips it, prepping himself.
Orchid would stretch out his legs the way he does before he like runs. So like he's done a lot of like they would force him to like run miles at a time for like his conditioning.
All right, new guy. I'm not gonna go easy on you, but you need to know. You click on the arrow when the matching arrow is lined up on the screen. Simple enough, right?
Seems simple enough to grasp.
All right, good luck, kid. As he like, as he takes off one of his hands from the bar behind him and like taps you a little too hard on the back.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
It's just to build off of your moment there, Orchid. But I wanted to ask, can I try to start a betting pool in his game?
Sure. Give me high or low.
I got one whole card of credits here. Who wants to bet? I bet on the new guy. Who wants to bet against? I'll go low.
That rolled all over the place. Yeah, so you definitely hear someone's like, "Oh, you wanna bet on this? All right. I mean, there's no way that Chris is losing. I'll bet 100 credits on Chris."
Got 100. Anybody else?
Hmm?
I said, yeah, I'm down. Let's do that.
Alrighty. As he pulls out his card and aims it at you.
Okay, I bring mine up. I'll let you guys continue.
But yeah, no. So he aims his card at you and he's like, "Are you gonna tap it?"
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll tap it. Tap mine is.
Like you guys tap your cards and it goes, "Betting commenced."
Oh, I didn't know. That's cool.
This is official.
Yeah, it has a whole betting system. Oh my god.
Shit just got down.
My eyes just light up further. Like we could use this.
So the song starts.
No.
Give me high or low, Orchid.
Hi.
Is it bad that I just imagine Orchid looking at this dude like, kid, when he said that, like, what the fuck are you on?
And tapping you on the back.
Me when the mask came off, I'm like, oh, it's serious. Let's go.
Yeah, like
you-
Orchid would have given him a side eye, but then looked extremely focused at this music.
So it starts and immediately just you're not ready for the speed of these arrows going to the top. As you look like you are so unarithmetic.
Unarticulated.
Yeah. Your hand-eye coordination sucks right now. As he just like starts just like hopping all over the place. And you're just kind of just like stomping little by little, like here and there, and getting like a green number here, and then just miss, green number here, miss.
Very rhythmically challenged.
Give me another high or low.
Well, let's go high.
Alrighty. You start picking it up, and you're starting to get the hang of it as you start like hopping more fluidly, and you're getting a lot more green numbers pop up, and then just a miss, green, miss, green, as he's not missing a beat. Chris, he just continues to go, and he's like, huh, you pick up quickly.
Orchid would be like silently focusing.
Give me
all
another
his
high or low.
willpower is on this. Let's go low.
Alrighty, you start, it reaches the next like bass drop in the remix as it goes a little bit different pace than you're used to, and you just get miss, and you're just trying to like get yourself into the new tempo. He's like, I love this part, and he's just like bouncing green. Give me one more high or low.
Let's go low.
All right, you start matching the tempo, and you're getting the hang of it more, and you start getting now you're on a hot streak, and you see the number that's above your side start burning red as matching his fire, but not as large, as you start getting a chain going, and you just get green, and as the song starts slowing down and comes to an end, player 1 wins. Chris.
Damn, I lost Benji's money.
It's okay. It was Farino, but it's all good.
Now the arcade mob's gonna be after him.
You
And she's negative
Dude,
now.
I didn't register my card. Nobody knows who I am.
What's it called? Yeah, so it pops up and says, good luck, English, try your luck next time. What is it? Oh yeah, I am new here. Is that what it was?
Should be oh yeah, I'm new.
Like, try your luck next time. Oh yeah, I'm new. And the screen gives you like a score, and the scoreboard comes up with 1 through 10. It shows Chris at the top, leading by like margins. Like there should be basically another list of 1 through 10 between 1 and 2. And you pop up, and you get placed right into the 10th slot. And he chuckles as he looks at that. He's like, huh, placing on the board first try. You might have a future in this, as he puts out a fist to you again.
You can have a future. Is there much currency to be gained through this?
I mean, a little bit, not too much. This is one of the lower currency scoring games.
I would fist bump him and go, what's the highest scoring one?
I'm not too sure. I'm known for my DDR moves, I'm a more gamer moves.
Gamer?
Yeah, like someone that plays games, a gamer. Just like a runner runs.
I see.
Gamer games.
Well, Chris, you have bested me this time. But no, one day I will have my victory.
he's like, you're a strange dude, but I like it. I'll catch you on the flip. As it says, you hear the automated woman. Oh yes, I am new. You have gained 20 credits.
Now I'm rich.
Um,
yeah, Orchid would leave. This
yeah.
crowd.
And as you walk out through the crowd, and Benji running away from this guy that he betted with,
I mean, he gets whatever's on the card, man. I'm just accept nothing else.
You lose 10 credits. So even though your name is not registered, since you have a card, it has 10 credits on it.
Okay.
You lose 10 credits. Now you're at 0.
Cool.
So then that runs out, and then as we are drumming through the oh,
I mean, if Benji told me about that, I'd give him 10 credits of the 20
He's
I
not gonna-
had.
as
So
he's
we both have
as we're
10.
rummaging through the crowd, we come to Benji. Next time on Power Rangers Shadow Omens Arcade Edition.
The Power Rangers theme, but all pixelated.
8-bit retro
theme.
Power Ranger theme. That's a thing. I gotta get it right now. Totally DMCA approved.
Oh man, that brings me back to the good days of playing that really fun beat 'em up for Power Rangers. The movie.
True, I know exactly what you're talking about. But all right, catch you guys next time for episode 7 of Power Rangers Shadow Omen.
You almost forgot, didn't you?
Maybe I had to count on my hands. Bye.